Hello students, we begin with number system. Number system means how we represent number, okay, or how do we count our numbers. Sometimes we count the numbers on our hands starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we count the number on a ruler which will be from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there are also numbers which are negative. There are numbers which are fraction, that means they will have a numerator as well as a denominator. And then there are numbers which have a root sign. Okay. Apart from those, there are numbers which are also imaginary. So the number system can be divided into two types. Okay. So one, you have something called as the real numbers, and the other one you have something called as imaginary. Okay, so at this stage we don't have to study about imaginary numbers, but in case of real numbers we need to study them. These are numbers which are present in day-to-day life. We use them in day-to-day life, and it's part of your syllabus too. But under real numbers, what are the numbers that come under real? How many different types of numbers are there? Well, the numbers are the same that you've learned from your primary. However, they have got different names and they are classified differently. So let us see what are they. Real numbers are classified into two types, and they are, one is rational and the other one is irrational. Okay, and we'll be dealing with rational numbers. Three types. You have your natural numbers, then you have your whole numbers, I would say, whole numbers, and your integers. Okay, so this is how the number system looks like. Now let's take examples of each one of them. Okay, now what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are those which you can count on hand, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continuous. Whole numbers are those which are visible on a ruler, on a scale. So that will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and continuously. The difference between whole numbers and natural numbers is 0. That's all. And integers are those which have even the negative numbers. Like for example, they will be like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and 3, and it continues in either direction. So these are the numbers under rational numbers. What are irrational numbers? Example of irrational numbers include the ones with root sign, like root 6, root 23 and so forth. Okay. These are known as irrational numbers. Okay, and these all come under real numbers. So under real you have rational as well as irrational. Okay, even under irrational you have pi. Imaginary numbers will be something like 2i, 3i, 4i, like this. Okay, and we'll be dealing more with natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Apart from these numbers, we also have something called as prime and composite numbers, which are part of these numbers only. What are prime numbers? We have prime numbers and we have composite. Okay, now prime numbers are those which should satisfy two things. First of all, they should be divisible by 1, and they should be divisible by another number, that is by itself. So it should be divisible by two numbers, by 1 and by itself. So let's take an example of 2. 2 is divisible by 1 and it is also divisible by 2 itself. Okay, so 2. Another example of prime numbers will be 3, 5, 7, 11. These are all prime numbers. They are divisible by 1 and they are also divisible by themselves. Okay, for example over here, if you take 2, the 2 is divisible by 1. So 1, 2 is a 2 and you will get remainder 0. Same thing, you can say it is also divisible by 2. 2 ones are 2 and you will get remainder as 0. So these are called prime numbers. Why isn't 1 a prime number? So the question is, why is 1 not a prime number? That is because it satisfies only one condition, and that is it is divisible by 1. It does not have another number to be divisible, whereas these have two conditions fulfilling. One, that it is divisible by 1, and the other one, it is divisible by itself, which is not fulfilled over here. Hence prime is not 1 is not considered as a prime number. What about those numbers which are divisible? Those numbers are called as composite numbers. Example of those that will include 4, then you have 6, 8. Okay, these are numbers which are divisible by more numbers. Like 4 is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 4, and so forth. And 8 is also divisible by 4 and divisible by 2. So in this case, should we say that 1 is a composite number? No, 1 is not a composite number. The reason for that is, for a composite number has more than 2 factors. We said a prime number should have exactly 2 factors. That is why 1 is not a prime number. And for a number to be composite, it should be a factor of more than 2 numbers. Like for example 4. 4 is a factor of 1, 2 and 4. So more than 2 numbers. Okay. But in case of 1, it is a factor of only 1. It does not satisfy the condition of prime numbers which says it should be a factor of 2, means it should be divisible by 2 numbers. And composite, here it says it should be a factor of more than 2 numbers, which is over here, or 2 factors of 2 divisible by more than 2 numbers. In this case it is divisible by 3. 6 for that matter is divisible by 1, 3, 2 and 6. 4 numbers. Okay, so such are composite numbers. So leaving 1, we have prime numbers which are these, and then you have composite numbers which do not belong to prime numbers. These are all composite numbers. You will have many like this. You will have 9, then you have 10, you have 12, you have 13 is a prime number. So you have 14, 15 and so forth. There are many composite numbers and there are many prime numbers. Apart from prime and composite, in numbers you need to know even odd and even numbers. Which are odd and even numbers? Odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. These are known as odd numbers. Which are even numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8 and so forth. So the alternate numbers, okay, are known as odd and even numbers. We also have something called as the co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers. In co-prime, what happens is Two numbers that have only 1 as the common factor are known as co-prime numbers. Okay, two numbers that have only 1 common factor. They are also known as relatively prime or mutually prime numbers. For example, give you example, 2 and 3. The only thing common between the two is that both are divisible by 1. Okay, so hence it is known as co-prime numbers. They are divisible by only one number. Relatively prime and mutually prime. Okay, relatively prime and mutually prime. So these are co-prime numbers where the only common factor is 1 because it is divisible by 1. So 1 is divisible by 2 and 1 is also divisible by 3. Apart from that, there is nothing common between these two numbers, and such numbers are called as co-prime numbers. So moving on, we learn now about what are rational numbers and where do natural, whole and integers, natural numbers, whole numbers and integers fit in this entire number system. Okay, we will come across prime and composite and even co-prime numbers later on, and even odd and even numbers. But for now we'll focus only on rational numbers, and we don't have to worry much about irrational numbers for now. We will not be having imaginary numbers. We will focus only on real numbers and particularly on rational numbers and see what exactly are rational numbers. Okay, so what are rational numbers? Numbers that can be expressed in the form p upon q, where q is not equal to 0 and p is any integer. Let's take an example of rational numbers. For example, the number 2. We can easily write this as equal to 2 upon 1, right? 2 upon 1 is also 2, but we don't write it always. So 2 can be written as 2 upon 1. So this is expressed in which form? P upon Q. Okay. Now, what it says is rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed in the form P upon Q like this, where Q is not equal to 0. So it is important that Q should not be equal to 0. What happens if Q becomes equal to 0 in this case? Let's take an example. We put 2 upon 0. And 2 upon 0 is not defined. So that is not part of our rational numbers. So in order to be a rational number, Q should not be equal to 0. Okay. It can be any other integer, but it cannot be 0. And P, it says, can be any integer. We know integers are of which form? They can be negative also, they can be whole numbers also, and they can be real numbers also. Few points to be noted in this, or rules to be noted, are these. Okay, that all rational numbers are real numbers. So all rational numbers are real numbers. What does this mean? See, we have seen, if you check the video, under real numbers, rational numbers come. So all rational numbers have got to be real numbers. But the same is not true if you take, you can't say all real numbers are rational numbers. Okay, that because real numbers include even irrational number. Therefore we can say, but all real numbers are not, I'll put this in red for you so that it gets highlighted, are not rational numbers. Okay, are not rational numbers. So all rational numbers are not. For example, we take 2 is a real number as well as a rational number. But root 2, it is a real number, but it is not a rational number. So it is a irrational number. Okay, that is why we say all rational numbers are real numbers, but all real numbers are not rational numbers. So this is not a rational number, it is a real number. Understood? That is why it is this point important to note that all real numbers are not rational numbers. Next one, every integer is a rational number, but a rational number need not be an integer. What does it mean? Let's take an integer. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All these are rational numbers. Okay, but can you say that all these integers are all rational numbers are integers? No, because rational numbers also include natural numbers, they also include whole numbers. That is why natural numbers are which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something you can count on your hands, fingers. Whole numbers are those which start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are not integers, but they are rational numbers. Hence we can say that every integer is a rational number, which is true for all these cases. But a rational number need not be only an integer. It can be a natural number, it can be a whole number as well. Okay. Every natural number is a whole number. So what are whole numbers? Whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These include natural numbers starting from 1. So every natural number is a whole number. Okay, but every whole number is not a natural number, because whole numbers start from 0, and that does not belong to the natural numbers. So we can write over here, but natural but whole numbers, but whole numbers need not be natural numbers. Why I've said need not be? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so forth are still natural numbers, but it also includes 0, so we can't say every whole number is also a natural number. So with this we complete the introduction to the number system. We will move further, starting solving few problems based on certain basics that we have learned about the number system in our next few videos. Thank you.